Hey there, Super Agers. You're walking strong, living long, and you've earned every step of that strength. But what if something on your plate is secretly working against you? Yes, it's true. Some everyday foods, the kind that seem totally harmless, even healthy, are silently draining your muscle power. Like termites inside the walls of a beautiful home, you don't notice the destruction until your strength begins to vanish. Your legs feel a little shakier. Your arms aren't quite as firm. Suddenly, stairs feel like a mountain, and that jar of pickles is a two-person job. This isn't just aging, this is nutritional sabotage. And today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're exposing 8 foods that quietly destroy your muscle mass, especially after 60. These foods weaken your foundation, but the good news? You can rebuild it, starting now. We'll show you exactly what to avoid and what to enjoy instead to keep your body strong, your posture tall, and your independence intact. So grab a seat, or better yet, stand tall, and let's dive in. Because your strength is your freedom, and no food should take that away from you. In first place for sugary breakfast cereals. They promise energy, they deliver weakness. Every box is painted with sunshine, bright colours, smiling mascots, whole grain claims, and words like energy, vitality, and heart healthy. But the truth? They're little cardboard lies wrapped in sugar. When you pour that bowl in the morning, you think you're doing something quick, light, maybe even smart. But inside, you're lighting a metabolic fire. And not the good kind. Here's what really happens. That sugar rush slams into your bloodstream like a wave. Your insulin shoots up to save the day, but instead of building you up, it shuts down your body's fat-burning and muscle-maintaining systems. Instead of feeding your muscles, it starts starving them. Instead of fueling your day, it drains you. You might feel wired for an hour, and then a crash. Behind the scenes, your muscle tissue is quietly breaking down. You're not getting stronger, you're slipping backward one spoonful at a time. And if you're over 60, the impact is even harsher. Your body becomes less forgiving with every decade. It's not just a bowl of cereal, it's a daily sabotage. But here's the upgrade, the real Super Agers breakfast, a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. The oats, slow-burning fuel for your muscles. The chia, full of omega-3s and fiber that keep your hormones balanced. The berries? Antioxidants that protect your cells and reduce inflammation. This breakfast doesn't just fill you, it fortifies you. It tells your body, we're building strength today. So next time you reach for that cereal box, remember, is this feeding your future or quietly weakening it? In second place, we have processed deli meats. Muscle-friendly, not even close. Let's be honest, they're a lunchtime lifesaver. You open the fridge, grab a few slices of ham, turkey or salami, layer it onto bread, and boom, sandwich magic. But the hidden cost? It's not listed on the label. Deli meats are the silent assassins of strength. Those thin slices are loaded with sodium, nitrates, chemical preservatives, and pro-inflammatory agents. What does that mean for your body? It's like inviting rust into your engine. Every bite triggers a tiny storm of inflammation, the kind that doesn't make noise, doesn't leave bruises, but slowly erodes your muscle tissue like water wearing down stone. Your joints may start to ache. Your energy might dip. And worst of all, your muscles struggle to repair, rebuild, and stay active. You might still feel okay, but inside, the damage builds quietly. And here's the kicker. After 60, your body's ability to bounce back is slower. Processed meats don't just slow your progress, they actively reverse it. But don't worry, there's a smarter swap, and it's both delicious and empowering. Try grilled chicken breast, fresh sliced turkey, or lentil patties spiced with herbs and garlic. These are foods that work with your body, not against it. They give your muscles what they crave: lean protein, clean energy, and anti-inflammatory power. Instead of feeling bloated, sluggish, or sore, you'll feel light, nourished, and energized. So the next time you're reaching for that deli drawer, ask yourself, is this a shortcut or a setback? Because every meal is a message to your body, and you deserve one that says, stay strong. We've got decades to go. Number 3, diet sodas. They say 0 calories, but the real price, your strength. Let's set the scene. You crack open a cold can. That hiss, that fizz, that sweet bubbly bite. Feels like a harmless treat, maybe even a smart choice. No sugar, no calories, no guilt, right? Wrong. That can is a chemical cocktail in disguise. Diet sodas use artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin, and while they may fool your tongue, your body knows better. These fake sugars confuse your metabolism. They scramble your insulin response, disrupt your hunger signals, and create chaos in your muscle-regulating hormones. Your body thinks sugar is coming, releases insulin, but the sugar never arrives. So now you've got the insulin, but no fuel. And guess what happens? Your body starts looking for energy, and if it can't find sugar, it starts breaking down muscle tissue for fuel. And that's not all. Diet sodas light up your brain's craving centers like a pinball machine. You start wanting sweets, more carbs, late-night snacks. And just like that, you're not just losing muscle, you're gaining belly fat. All from something that promised to be 0. Now here's the twist. Hydration can be delicious and muscle-friendly. Try this instead. Cold filtered water infused with lemon slices, fresh mint, or cucumber. Want something sweeter? Toss in a few berries or a splash of pure coconut water. It's refreshing, it's revitalizing, and best of all, it supports muscle repair, not muscle ruin. Because at the end of the day, every sip you take is either feeding your strength or fooling your body into weakness. So ask yourself, do you want a drink that fizzes for a moment, or one that fuels your strength for years to come? Number 4, white bread and pastries. Soft, fluffy, comforting, but quietly destructive. They sit on the table like old friends. That warm dinner roll, that morning croissant, that soft golden loaf you've trusted for years. But here's the hard truth. These are not just comfort foods, they're confidence thieves. Why? Because white bread and pastries are made with refined flour, stripped of fiber, protein, and real nutrition. The moment they enter your body, they act like sugar. Fast, sharp, aggressive. Your blood sugar spikes, your insulin rises, and your body, trying to protect you, shifts into fat storage mode while shutting down muscle repair like turning off the lights in a room. You get a quick burst of energy and then the crash. But that's not just fatigue. It's your muscles missing their window of recovery. Over time, that means less strength, less stability, less of the power that keeps you upright and independent. And pastries, even worse. They're not just refined carbs, they're also packed with inflammatory oils and hidden sugars. A perfect recipe for muscle loss, joint stiffness, and creeping belly fat. So how do you break the cycle without giving up satisfaction? Easy. Upgrade your bread and your body. Choose whole grain bread with seeds like flax or sunflower, rich in fiber, protein, and essential minerals. Or switch to sweet potatoes, nature's muscle-supporting starch loaded with potassium, vitamin A, and slow-burning energy. These foods work with you, not against you. They help stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and most importantly, fuel muscle recovery after every step, stretch, and squat. Because food isn't just flavor, it's a decision. One bite brings you closer to strength or slowly slides you into weakness. So next time you reach for that white bun or sugar-dusted roll, remember, is this food building you up or quietly breaking you down? Number 5, deep-fried foods golden, crispy, addictive, and absolutely ruthless to your muscles. Let's not pretend. Fried foods are irresistible. Crispy fries, fried chicken, onion rings. That golden crunch is like music to the mouth, But what most people don't realize is that inside that crunchy coating is something far less satisfying: oxidative stress. Now, what does that mean? Imagine your muscles are a clean, well-oiled machine. Fried foods are like throwing hot sand and smoke into the engine. They create unstable molecules, called free radicals, that attack healthy muscle tissue at the cellular level. It's like your muscles are being sandblasted from the inside out. The oils used in deep frying, often reused, overheated, and ultra-refined, are full of omega-6 fats that trigger inflammation, disrupt your hormones, and slow down your recovery after even light activity. And here's the kicker: the older we get, the slower our bodies process this damage. The fire burns longer, the recovery lags, your muscles become stiff, sore, and starved of the nutrients they need to repair. So yes, that fried food may give you pleasure for 10 minutes, but it can steal days or weeks of strength in return. But here's the twist: you don't have to give up that satisfying crunch. Air-fried vegetables, crispy, caramelized, and full of fiber. Oven-roasted sweet potato fries, golden edges, soft centers, muscle-friendly carbs, still comforting, still flavorful. But instead of attacking your muscles, these alternatives nourish and protect them. Because strength after 60 isn't just about exercise, it's about making every bite count. So next time you're tempted by that deep fryer, ask yourself, is this feeding my cravings or feeding my future? Because a strong body doesn't just happen, it's built one choice at a time. And you deserve choices that fight for you, not against you. Number 6, alcohol, even just one glass. A little glass to unwind, maybe, but for your muscles, it's a full stop. It's the ritual, right? A glass of wine with dinner, a little whiskey to take the edge off. It feels elegant, relaxing, harmless. But inside your body, alcohol is pulling the brakes hard. It doesn't matter how small the pour. Once alcohol enters the bloodstream, it halts protein synthesis, the very process your body uses to repair and rebuild muscle. Think about that. You went for a walk, lifted light weights, climbed the stairs instead of taking the elevator. All small wins for your strength. But if you follow it up with that nightly glass, it's like telling your body, actually, don't bother rebuilding. Let that muscle fade. And it doesn't stop there. Alcohol also dehydrates you. It weakens hormone function. It reduces your sleep quality, especially the deep sleep where muscle restoration happens. Over time, even moderate drinking can lead to muscle shrinkage, increased belly fat, and slower reflexes. You may not see the damage right away, but it accumulates in silence, day after day. Now, is one occasional glass going to destroy your strength overnight? Number. But if it's part of your daily rhythm, it can quietly steal your vitality sip by sip. So what's a stronger, smarter choice? Sparkling water with a splash of pomegranate juice. You get the celebratory fizz, the rich color, and a hit of antioxidants that actually support muscle and heart health. Dress it up with a slice of lime or a sprig of mint. It's elegant, refreshing, and totally strength-friendly. Because here's the truth most people miss. That evening drink isn't just about taste. It's about how you end your day and what kind of body you're building while you rest. So ask yourself, do I want to wake up stronger or slightly further behind? Because after 60, every choice matters more, and your strength, it's still yours to protect or to pour away. Number 7, store-bought baked goods. They may look homemade, but they're wolves in grandma's clothing. Let's be honest. They lure you in with the smell of vanilla, the golden crust, the nostalgia, that muffin in the coffee shop, that fresh loaf at the supermarket, those cookies in the shiny plastic tray. But what you're really biting into isn't comfort, it's a lab experiment. Store-bought baked goods are often pumped full of trans fats, preservatives, bleached flours, and sneaky sugars. Even the ones labelled natural, wholesome, or made with love. That love came from a factory line. Why does this matter for your muscles? Because these ingredients do 3 dangerous things. trigger chronic inflammation, your muscle's worst enemy, interfere with insulin sensitivity, blocking the signals that tell your body to grow and maintain lean mass. Replace real nutrition with empty, fake fuel, leaving your muscles underfed and overworked. One muffin may not seem like a big deal, but over time, those tiny treats chip away at your strength like termites in a wooden beam. And the worst part? These ultra-processed baked goods are engineered to make you crave more. They spike your dopamine, not your nutrition, so you reach for another, and slowly your muscle tone fades, while your waistline expands. But what if you could have something sweet and supportive? You can. Try homemade oat cookies, mashed banana for sweetness, oats for slow energy, and walnuts for healthy fats and muscle-loving magnesium. No chemicals, no fake sugars, just ingredients your body understands and thanks you for. They're chewy, hearty, and truly satisfying, not just to your taste buds, but to your cells. Because food isn't just about flavor, it's your body's building code. And if you're feeding it junk, it's building you with cheap parts. So next time you see that fresh cookie behind glass, ask yourself, is it feeding your nostalgia or stealing your future? Choose food that doesn't just fill the moment. Choose food that protects your strength. And number 8, instant noodles and packaged soups. Quick, convenient, and quietly stealing your strength. They come in cozy cups and colourful wrappers. You add hot water, wait 3 minutes, and suddenly, comfort. It feels warm, nostalgic, even clever. But behind that steam is a dangerous illusion. Instant noodles and packaged soups are fast food in disguise. They're loaded with MSG, excess sodium, chemical flavour enhancers, and hardly a trace of real nutrition. The noodles, refined flour, deep-fried before drying. The soup base, mostly salt, artificial colour, and preservatives with names you can't pronounce. You might feel full, but your muscles are starving. These meals don't rebuild, they don't restore, they weigh you down, bloat your belly, and trigger inflammation that silently eats away at your strength and stamina. It's the food of fatigue, not fuel. And here's the real danger. They're so easy. You start reaching for them again and again, until the days blur together, and your body starts to feel slower, softer, and somehow more tired. But there's a better way, just as warm, just as comforting, and worlds more powerful. Bone broth, gently simmered, is packed with collagen, amino acids, and minerals that actively support joint and muscle repair. Add barley for slow digesting energy, toss in lean cuts of meat, plus carrots, spinach, garlic, and suddenly you've got a bowl of real resilience. This is the kind of food that feeds your cells, not just your hunger. It tells your muscles, I see you, I've got your back. Because soup shouldn't be a shortcut, it should be strength in a spoon. So the next time you reach for that crinkly noodle packet or powdered cup of broth, pause. Ask yourself, is this comfort or compromise? Is this food or filler? Is this building the body I want to age with? You deserve meals that fight for you, that warm you, heal you, and make every step feel stronger. Here's the truth. Muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable. It's not destiny. It's a result of habits, choices, and tiny daily decisions that either support your strength or slowly chip away at it. And here's the catch. Some of the biggest threats, they're not accidents. They're right there on your plate, in foods that seem innocent, even healthy, but are quietly sabotaging your energy, mobility, and independence. These 8 silent strength stealers may already be part of your routine, but once you see them clearly, you can take your power back. Because now you know, every bite is either building you up or breaking you down. Every sip, every snack, every meal, it's a vote for the body you want to age with. So make it count. Choose foods that fuel your muscles, that fight inflammation, that protect your energy, your posture, your freedom. Choose strength. Choose vitality. Choose a future where you rise strong, not just today, but for decades to come. If this video opened your eyes or inspired you to protect your power, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone you care about, someone who deserves to age boldly, not quietly. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly tips to keep you super aging strong, sharp, and unstoppable. You've still got adventures ahead. Let's fuel them the right way, with wisdom, with intention, and with food that fights for you. Because your best years aren't behind you, they're still yours to build, one strong, smart choice at a time.